I hate mosquitoes. Does it make sense that because I hate a mosquito, a blood-sucking insect should be considered as evil? So meaning if anything that I hate or anything that takes something from me without consent is evil? On the other hand, whatever I love and the act of charity towards another can be considered good? So hate is to evil, and love is to good, and grabbing is to evil, and giving is to good? If there is something to give, that something must be existing. But love and intelligence are invisible, although they manifest in different forms. Shall we consider that they exist too? If being is existence, since it ends with ing, does it shows that it presents itself? So anything with presence is existing? And since it is ending with ing, can we define it as a process of presenting or even an existence that grows? Then shall we say anything that beyond being is not existing? So something is to being, nothing is to beyond being, and being is to present, nothing is to absent, and being is to growth, nothing is to venue for growth. Then being is to life, and nothing is to death. Oh, that's a lot to process. Let us now focus first in trying to define being. Being is anything that exists, but because existence includes life, being is not stagnant. Instead, being grows, existence grows. With this growth, we can see that being is a continuous process of growth. If we will let to assume that a thought or idea or knowledge is part of existence, the new discoveries can be said a development of knowledge. Therefore, it grows. So for example, the internet contains vast information and content as years go by. More content, more knowledge, more people, more idea. The tech world calls it big data. But some people may say there is no anything new under the sun, and whatever we discover is just an articulation of what already exists. Therefore, anything in existence is stagnant and nothing new. But my question with that argument is, so you mean you yourself exist before I can see you now? You are not new but an old fellow, and so you must continue to exist even after death? That's interesting to think of. So with this existence of everything in the expanding universe is the ultimate existence and no other, and that anything that life on earth is a mere articulation but nothing new. But life for me is a dynamic activity. Dynamism brings change and uncertainty. Can this dynamism prove that, at least here on earth, life causes change and growth? That there is something that unfolds, that something that is new, something is in process that makes it change, something is becoming. So for me, being is anything that exists, not stagnant, but unfolds in the dynamism caused by life. And because some existence have life, they can flourish or end with death. If anything that is good is giving, can we say that all the existence that gives is good? Giving, in a sense, is an act that anything that produces willingly or unwillingly that makes one benefit from the giver. And because willingness and unwillingness are causes of the act of giving, so the giver can be said freely giving it to the other. And if there is freedom, should we also consider a giving that is not free, like there is a willful exchange, belongs to the definition of good? Assuming that the above arguments are true, we can say that the existence of evil is an act that retrieves from the unwilling other. But shall we consider that things that are not giving is evil? Not really that evil does not give, because the existence of such is already a presentation of itself that gives. So because evil exists and presents itself, therefore can we consider evil as good? Such a great contradiction, isn't it? So sometimes evil is necessary to achieve something better. Evil becomes an agent in the process of growth in life. Can we imagine a world that is full of goodness and truth and beauty that still grows without the existence of evil? Shall we appreciate goodness, truth, and beauty if evil do not exist? Perhaps yes, we can imagine that world of goodness without evil and appreciate goodness to its own. But we can appreciate them even more if evil exists, because this brings dynamism, life, and growth. Without the agency of evil, it can also turn out that an existence could be stagnant and taken for granted. Evil is an agent that can test and amplify goodness, truth, and beauty. So shall we say that good and evil shall coexist? Based on our previous arguments, the existence of both good and evil does not contradict one another, but amplifies the good. Good and evil should coexist to maintain freedom, for if everything is all good, shall we have any option to choose from? If all is good, we can find ourselves like an automated robot or computer program with one direction towards a good output. Robots and computers are not thinking and working by themselves, but controlled. If controlled, where is freedom there? What is good? What is evil? With the help of our quest above, good is anything that gives, including existence or the presence of being that gives. Evil is anything that retrieves from the unwilling other. Evil becomes an agent for growth and amplifies the good. The coexistence of good and evil maintains freedom.